Alright. So, if you guys have never seen this game before, Awkward is a very interesting game. About literally just we have 45 seconds more time. It's a weird game that you just answer these really random questions. So we're gonna try our best to do this. We'll go classic Awkward. Part A, connect the PlayStation camera and be the star of your own show. Broadcast your game like your viewers, and your viewers can play along with you. Find out what's okay. Alright. You draw a dragon. Oh, this is weird. Live show's a little bit different. Okay, never mind. That's different than I thought it was going to be. Oh, nope. We'll just do solo. Hopefully we can get this done. A family member, I believe.
That's bloody awkward.
I think I sent one to Jesse recently. Most recently. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't even really matter what I answer. I just have to answer. Fruit. Fruit over cookies. I'm not a huge cookie person. Like, if it said chips or crackers, I definitely would have gone with that. But I'm much more likely to go for fruit over cookies. I enjoy cookies, don't get me wrong, but 9 times out of 10, if I have fruit or cookies, I'm gonna go with the fruit. Which bad habit do you find the least successful? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna say snoring. I snore, I curse. I curse a lot more, and I'm fine with cursing. But snoring, I know I snore, and apparently the last time I slept next to somebody in bed, they said I didn't, so that's kind of nice that I apparently didn't with them. But do you eat the crust on the pizza? Yeah, I'm not a fucking sociopath.
Cute.
Of course I eat the crust on the pizza. Start poisoning the pizza and make the antidote in the crust and see how many of your friends die. %. Yeah, and this is the reason it's the hardest, is like, if you're not counting, because I didn't realize, do you think it's appropriate for a married couple to go on holidays separately? Yeah, if they really want to.
Isn't
yeah.
that cute?
The hardest part is if you don't know about this, you can't keep count of this from the beginning. Like, if you're not paying attention, you cannot keep count of this trophy stuff. Yes, I did. And now I unapologetically will say, go fuck yourself if people try to tell me to give up on my hobby. I love gaming, and it's one of my favorite hobbies, and if people try to get me to give up on it, I'll say, well, then I don't want you in my life. Do you think parents who share pictures of their children online are violating their rights to privacy? No. I guess not. Maybe a little bit, depending on the pictures. Like, if they're just sharing a picture of their kid at, like, their birthday party, it's whatever. But, like, don't share a picture of your kid where they're, like, doing something embarrassing, or, like, they're naked or some shit like that. Like, don't do that. Which bad habit is your partner? I'm gonna say nagging. I don't have a partner, but I'm just gonna say nagging because I feel like that's most of the reason. But yeah, if you don't know that this is part of it, that you don't have to, that you have to face 1,000 questions. Like if you're not prepared for that trophy, you're fucked because you cannot count this up. Like you have no idea how many you faced. Like I have no idea how many I faced at this point. I've probably faced at least 500. I'll say that much. I faced a lot of questions. I've played this game a lot for the trophies I've been going for. But dude, it's so hard. I should have said family.
That's really cute.
Granted, the person I was talking to, her friends and family were both kind of bad, but I feel like I'd rather she had better friends. Maybe better family. I don't know. Either one's kind of a fucking tricky situation. Pregnant woman's. I'm pro-choice, and I'm not going to be unapologetic about that. Like, I'm not going to be apologetic about that. I'm 100% pro-choice. I, unfortunately, would... If there was a situation where it's like, okay, well, this person's gonna die if you don't get them an abortion, or the baby will be fine. Yeah, I'm saying, okay, abort the baby. Yeah, that person's life is already being lived. That baby could turn out to be the next Hitler, for all you know. You don't know.
Here we go again.
Let's go again. Type of bad breath is ooh, garlic breath. I like garlic, but man, garlic breath just ugh. Next. I just realized my personal Twitter says my last name on it. I don't like that. I'd rather have it just say my first name. September. Who would you rather, Donald Trump? I don't want either. Like, both of them just sound terrible, but I don't really want to watch either of them do a TED Talk to BH, but, I mean... Yeah, unfortunately, there's like no real way to figure this shit out. What would you rather keep as a pet? Python. I don't like spiders, so... So yeah, have you ever traveled by airplane alone? Yes. It's roughly 100 games, is what this bridges out to. I have, unfortunately, no idea how many games I've played, so. I really don't care if I'm getting these questions right or wrong, to be honest. I'm just gonna like kick back, relax, and do some questions. Yes, because I have mental health issues. And the person I was talking to most recently has some mental health issues. Most of my ex-girlfriends have some mental health issues. A lot of people I know have some mental health issues. So I'm really not against dating somebody who has them. It's just all about trying to work on them and be open with each other about them, and I think that's where I have the issues. No, not really. Like, I've talked to one of my exes a couple of times, but for the most part, I don't talk to any of them. How long should a couple know each other before? I would say at least 2 years. I knew my ex for 2 years before I thought about proposing. Not really. I'm not somebody who enjoys drama. I never have been. And I never will be. Even though I get constantly caught in drama, I don't enjoy it. It feels like unnecessary time wasted and unnecessary damage to my health. Should you be comfortable dating somebody who cross-dresses? No. That's just personal preference, though. That is 100% personal preference. Like, I'm not gonna give somebody shit if they do. I just personally... Like, you know, if a girl's wearing my boxers or some shit, that's one thing. I don't really care about that. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. You look cute in them. But, like, I don't know. You're gonna end your past relationship. Yep. 100%. Brian actually streamed anytime recently? I wonder.
Oh yeah.
I may have missed him streaming recently. I didn't think about it. I know he's been doing a lot of videos and streams recently, so possibility. Can you play chess? Not really.
That's awkward.
I've tried. For those of you wondering, by the way, I've tried to play chess. I've tried to learn chess. I'm not very good at it. Let's go see. Has Brian posted anything recently? He did a platinum playthrough of My Name is Mayo 3 13 days ago. He streamed that. That was the last thing it looks like he did. Okay, so the new PS Plus. This is, if you had to go live on Facebook, go live on Facebook right now, what would you rather do for 10 minutes? Dance like a chicken? Stand-up comedy. I'm at least funny, so. First party PlayStation Studios, PS4, and PS5 games will be initially available on the new PS Plus Extra and PS Plus Premium tiers after its launch in June. So you have Alienation, Bloodborne, Concrete Genie. I have that. I have Bloodborne and Concrete Genie. Days Gone, I have that. Death Stranding, I have that. Fuck me. Demon Souls, Dead Nation, Destruction All-Stars, Everybody's Golf, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, I have that. I've Platinum that. Gravity Rush 2, Gravity Rush Remastered, Horizon Zero Dawn, I have that. Infamous First Light, Infamous Second Son, I have both of those. Knack, Little Big Planet 3, I have that. Loco Roco Remastered, Loco Roco 2 Remastered, Marvel Spider-Man, I have that. Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, I might get it just for that. Matterfall Medieval Patapon Remastered, Patapon 2 Remastered, Resogun Returnal, Shadow of the Colossus, I have that. Tearaway Unfolded, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, I have that. The Last of Us Left Behind, I don't entirely know what that is. Until Dawn, I have that. Uncharted the Nathan Drake Collection, and Uncharted 4, and Uncharted The Lost Legacy, I have most of those. I don't have The Lost Legacy, and Wipeout Omega Collection, nice. Okay, so he streamed 13 days ago. If you're in a queue and another queue seems to be moving faster, what do? I stay put. Sorry, I have no desire to leave the one I'm in. Like, I'd rather just stay in the one I'm in, get it over with. Because, guaranteed, somebody else has saw that and is about to really go for that one and end up making it the same amount of time. Which dessert is best? Ooh, banana cake, because I've never had baked Alaska. I can't really say how good baked Alaska is, because I've had banana cake more. I've actually had banana cake. Never had baked Alaska. I've heard it's really good, though. I want to try it one of these days. Go to a fancy restaurant and try some baked Alaska. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I played this when my friend was last over. When I met her, we ended up playing this. I don't remember if it was the day she came over 30 dogs. 10 children sounds like way too many. 30 dogs, you can theoretically have, you know, like half of them outside and half of them inside most of the time. I think 30 dogs would be the easier thing. It'd probably be a little bit, actually, it'd probably be cheaper. When does your partner look the least attractive? Again, I'm gonna go with the last person I hung out with where I saw them in the morning and asleep. Granted, neither of them was bad. Like, she looked very attractive in both situations. What type of partner would you prefer to have? Someone that helps me with tasks, someone who spends lots of time with me? I think we go with helps me with tasks. Because, like, yeah, I enjoy having someone who spends a lot of time with me. And, you know, I know that the person I was talking to didn't, you know, doesn't want to be around somebody all the time else I have their free time. And, like, yeah, but I'd rather have somebody who helps me build on myself and helps me build on the things I want in my life. What color is most of your underwear? Black. I'm not a big fan of white socks, white underwear, white, like, tank tops or anything like that. Like, I try to, like, most of my clothing is some color. It's not, like, there's not a lot of white clothing in my outfits. If you were surviving in a post-apocalyptic world and you had enough food left for one last meal, would you eat it yourself or give it to a stranger's child? Eat it myself! Fuck that person's kid. See, look, the people who voted for the Feed the Child would not survive. See, that 54% are gonna die because they're too nice. If you had to choose, would you rather never see your partner again or never see your... I'm gonna go with my partner. Granted, because, like, I, again, don't have a partner, so I can happily say my partner, because I don't have one.
Move on.
No, that's too much. That's too much responsibility.
Isn't that cute?
For me to do with somebody who has anxiety. If you had an unusual but harmless growth in your body, what would you be more likely to do? Hide it away. I don't care if it's harmless. Like, I don't want people seeing that sort of thing. Like, I'd go get it removed as quick as I could. I'm not one of those people who wants to have that sort of... Because, like, I'll put it this way. I'm self-conscious enough about the way I look, and I've had enough issues with being shirtless and stuff like that. Neither of these sounds fun. I'm gonna go with liposuction, though.
Isn't that cute?
Neither procedure, but I already am self-conscious enough about the way I look, and the person I was talking to made me feel very anything but turkey. Made me feel very good about the way I looked. So if I had to grow up like that, I'd really never want to be shirtless or anything like that around anyone. And I already have enough issue with that, so I don't want to add to it. Hey, I got 100%. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not that... I don't normally get 100%. Which do you do more loudly? Snore unfortunately. Did you have a tough time learning how to tie your shoes? Yes, I did.
That's
I think I remember being in like 2nd or 3rd grade and still having trouble, so I had somebody tying them for me before I fully learned how to do it. And I have no issue admitting that. Like, I understand how difficult it was for me. And I understand I looked kind of stupid for it, but when's the best season to get married? I'm gonna say autumn. Because autumns in Michigan, there's no question of what the weather's gonna be. Like, most of the time, autumns in Michigan are really nice. And I feel like if you're in spring or summer, you have a chance of being extremely hot. But like in autumn, you have a pretty cool day. Like, it's gonna be nice. What would you rather kill? Oh, 5,000-year-old tree. It's a fucking tree. Who cares? I swear to God, there better be nobody on the endangered animal side. That 20% of people are monsters. It's a fucking tree. I understand that trees are living things too. But at the end of the day, to me, an endangered animal means more than a tree. Do you think you'd act bravely in a dangerous situation? I honestly don't know, so I'm gonna go with no.
That's a what?
I really don't know. Like, you always think like, oh hey, if this situation were to arise, I'll do this, and I'll do this, and I'll stop this person. I'll do this to stop this person. But at the end of the day, you don't really know, and I don't. You think you're more attractive? Fuck no. I am not anywhere near more attractive than the average person. At all. Once again, let's go. I really wish I started keeping track of the games I played on this, but I didn't. I'm stupid. You've been offered 2 jobs. How do you decide between them? List out the pros and cons of each. Yeah, definitely that one. Here's the thing, though. Like, one of the hardest things with that, like, is you're gonna like look for every little thing you can with pros and cons, but a lot of the time it's gonna come down to how does the thought of being at that job make you feel? How does the job pay? And how far do you have to go for this job? Kiwi. Mangoes are a bitch. Sorry, like, I enjoy mangoes, don't get me wrong, but they're a bitch to deal with to actually get to a point where you can snack on them. If you get pre-cut mangoes, it's okay, but honestly, 9,000 times out of 10, I'm gonna choose kiwi, because kiwi's amazing. Does it bother you when you overhear strangers? Fuck no. I fucking curse in public places all the time. I was raised by 2 people who just swore all the time without any care. So I still do it. It's part of my body. It's part of me now. Can you speak a second language? Kind of. So I'm gonna go with yes. I speak some Spanish. I can speak a little German here and there. I'm not very good at it, and I never learned it fully, but I do speak a little bit. I can speak a little bit of Russian, like just stupid phrases, like, you know, very, very stereotypical Russian phrases that like you'd hear in like every Russian media ever. But yeah, I speak a little bit here and there, and I can mostly speak Spanish. Do you often cry at sad movies? Yeah, I'm a bit of a sap. I'm not gonna lie about that one. Like, Marley and Me brought me to tears. No, I'm just kidding. It brought my dad to tears, but I didn't actually cry that much about it. Like, it was sad, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't think I cried. My dad did. You think the public should be able to... Yes, I do.
Isn't that cute?
Personally speaking, I do, because here's the thing. There is no guarantee that every single person who is a registered sex offender is actually going to go door to door when they move and say, oh, hey, by the way, I'm a sex offender. I'm a registered sex offender. I have to notify you as I'm moving into the neighborhood. I don't think everyone's going to do that. Capitalist, unfortunately. I'd say I'm more capitalist
That's
than communist.
really cute.
I would rather be neither of them, honestly. I'd rather not be compared to either of them, but capitalist is definitely the one I'm more towards. But yeah, I definitely think the public should be able to. If you were staying at a friend's house and realized you forgot your toothbrush, what would you do? I'm going without brushing my teeth. Like, I would rather not brush my teeth for 1 or 2 days, depending on how long I'm going to be there. Or run to the nearest fucking Walgreens and pick up a spare toothbrush to leave there or have, just in case. Rather than use my friend's toothbrush and have their mouth germs going into my mouth. 9% of people are disgusting. Like, kissing itself is a disgusting thing for germs, but like, it brings you a level of serotonin when you kiss somebody. Using somebody else's toothbrush is getting their mouth germs inside your mouth for no reason. Alright, next. Whose name are you more likely to get tattooed on yourself? My mom's. I would never in my life get my partner's name tattooed on me. I would happily get something tattooed on me from my mom, but never a partner. I'm not that dumb. My dad's done it. I've seen countless people do it and have it end badly, including my father. I would never, ever get a partner's name tattooed on me. No, I would instead offer to pay for it. Because I know a lot of other people aren't nice. It's the same thing of how stores throw out so much stuff, like so much food, and especially pet food that expires and stuff like that, or like if somebody's trying to go dumpster diving for some pet food, like I'd happily, or if they're like, oh, well, I need this food to feed my dog, I don't have enough right now, I would happily foot the bill for that. I would happily say, okay, well, I'll buy it for you this time, next time just try to have the right amount so you can do it, because I'm not gonna let somebody's dog or cat go without eating, because I care about animals too much for that. Which decade had the best TV shows? 90s. Come at me, I don't care. 90s had the best TV shows. 80s had really good movies. 90s had really good movies too. But 90s definitely had the best TV shows. Oof, that is a close margin. Which school subject is most important? English. Look, I'll say this. It's cool to teach a second language, but English as a class, what it teaches is so important to society. It teaches you grammar, it teaches you how to write properly, it teaches you how to construct sentences properly, how to do a lot of things, and how to speak articulate properly and all that. So yeah, yes, I would, because I don't give a shit. Like, unfortunately, for the people who say no, look, I'm gonna go over there and complain. Even if I'm not a super social person, if I'm feeling like, hey, this person's keeping me up and annoying me, I'm gonna go over there to complain. I know I've been the neighbor that's made too much noise before, and I feel bad for my neighbors because of that. Which language are you more? Italian. I'd be much more
really
keen to learn Italian before I learn Japanese. Like, I want to go into business, so learning Japanese would probably help me out a lot more, but at the end of the day, I can always get a translator for that. So, I'd rather learn Italian. Just my personal preference. Have you ever asked your partner to give up something? Yes. I had an ex who absolutely loved smoking, and I asked them to give it up, and they said no, and it kind of ended the relationship. Ooh. I mean, theoretically, yeah, I think they should be allowed to vote for the sole purpose that they are still technically a citizen. So, wow, of the 474 people who've played who own this game, only 138 of them have gotten the platinum. Average completion is 56%. 100% completed is also 138. Would you ever consider adopting a child? Yes. Oh fuck, I clicked no. I meant to say yes. That's an accident. I should have gotten that right. I just clicked the wrong button. I wasn't paying attention. But yes, I would. There's a very good chance I have my mom's disease, and if that's the case, I don't know if I'd want to have kids of my own. Sometimes, so I'm gonna go with yes. Sometimes I think I'm pretty sure. But there's a very good possibility that I might have my mom's disease, and I'm going to actually get tested for it. Again, the person I was previously talking to most recently, I ended up kind of like saying, yeah, well, I'd like you to get tested, and like personally, I'd like to get tested and figure it out, and just so I don't have to deal with that stress. And I'm just I'm scared of knowing, but I'd rather know than not know. And we agreed that we'd make 2 children potentially, but yes, she made it very clear what my most annoying habit is, and I'm working on it. I'm going to therapy, and I'm very happy I'm going to therapy because it might actually do some good for my life for once. Has anyone ever fallen in love with you where you didn't love them? Yep. I had a stalker at one point actually. They were very, very awkward towards me and very aggressive towards me, and it made me really, really not like them as a person. And so I do not talk to them anymore. I've not talked to them in probably like, probably since like freshman year of high school. Maybe sophomore year? I honestly don't remember. Play again. Which is better? Potato chips. I'm not a huge fan of popcorn. Which decade would you prefer to live in? 80s. Life is full of ups and downs. Me. Where are the ups? Where are they? I agree. God, that's Twitter. If you don't have to be anywhere, do you go get out of bed before 9 a.m.? Rarely. Even if I have. Even if I have to go somewhere, I'm not normally out of bed before 9 in the morning. I think normally, regardless, I'm out of bed at like noon, 1 p.m. Oh, fuck. Homeless. I don't want to go, like, the thing is, I would not want to go to a prison. Like, I'd rather be homeless. That sounds more appealing to me. Because here's the thing. If I go to prison, I lose the life I have on the outside. If I'm homeless, there's a very good chance someone will end up taking me in. Like a friend or a family member will end up saying, hey, I know you're not on your feet right now. Come live with me until you're on your feet. And that would probably be the biggest thing for me. Who's more likely to sleep until the afternoon if they could get away from me? I do get away with it regularly, 100%, and she knows it. Like she'll know that I'll be sleeping until the afternoon. The person I was most recently talking to. Every partner I've ever had, every person I've ever talked to, has kind of learned that I will most likely sleep till noon if I had the opportunity. Have you ever gone a whole week without taking a shower? Have I? Yes. But I think it was because my water was broken and we had nowhere else where we could really go at the time. Because every family member around us had issues with their water as well when I was growing up. And so we didn't really have anywhere else to go for it. And we didn't have enough money to go to like a hotel and do it. Do you have any neighbors you don't get along with? No, because I don't know any of my neighbors. I've not taken the time to meet any of my neighbors around where I live now. I moved and have no desire to meet any of them. I did not like most of my neighbors at my last house. They were all pretty much completely annoying, so. Do you think you have ever oh, fuck yeah. Tons of times. Continuously I've overshared on social media. I'm not gonna lie about that one. unapologetically honest, man. Like, at all times. Alright. Might go throw some stuff in my cooler since it's Memorial Day and I plan on drinking at some point today. I do not have to work until noon on Tuesday for 12 to 5, so from noon to 5. Who is better to lose your virginity to? I'm gonna go with another virgin because at the end of the day, I think you're finding that they also, you're not expecting anything from them and they're not expecting anything from you. You're just expecting it to hopefully be an enjoyable experience for both of you. And I'm very happy to say that when I lost mine, it was to somebody who also was, and I was with the person, I dated the person for first few years. Yes, I do. I believe anyone cheating for any reason is bad. Like, it's always in the wrong. They're always in the wrong. It doesn't matter if you're cheating to get back at them cheating. You're still in the wrong. I've been the person who's been cheated on before. Like, I've been cheated on, and I've been the person somebody's cheating with. I've felt like shit both times, but I've never actually cheated on a partner because I am not that type of person. I watched my dad do it for majority of my life, and it really sickened me to see that sort of shit. But yeah, I don't know where my train of thought was going. I lost it. After having a child, how long do you think a father should be on paternity leave? Over 3 weeks. I think a father and a mother, both after having a child, should at least a month and a half. A month to a month and a half should both have time to be with their child, to both have time to spend together raising their child. Not only for the fact that postpartum depression is a very real thing and it's very difficult for a lot of mothers to get over, but also because then the dad can take more responsibility while the mom is resting up and recovering from the childbirth. I think a lot of places not giving paternity leave are really messed up. Like, they're a parent too. They have the desire, and they deserve to be able to spend time with their child after it's been born. And I think places not giving paternity leave but giving maternity leave deserve to they deserve to have fathers deserve to have that time too, and not just for the sake of the child, but also for the sake of the mother, giving them not only the needed break at times, but also giving them anything they may need as a parent. Like, as somebody who just went through childbirth, they deserve to have somebody there leaning on them, or to lean on and have help with everything. What color car would you prefer to drive? Oh, purple. They're both ugly colors for a car. I don't like either of those on cars, to be honest. Purple and orange, I think, are both cars that just don't look good. Or both colors I don't think look good as a car. Like, orange is okay on certain vehicles. Purple's okay on certain vehicles. I've seen a lot of movies where they have those types of cars or those colors, but yes, I do. I do think it's important. But yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think purple and orange look good on cars that much. I do think it's very important to vote in elections. I'm not a super political person, but like, I'll pay enough attention to know what my options are and to know what each candidate stands for. But I think every person who can legally vote should, because it is important. One, it avoids us having more shitty presidents. But two, it also gives you the ability to say, hey, yeah, I did this. I 100% helped this situation be better. I helped vote in the right person. Or, yeah, my person may not have won, but, I still went out there and tried my best to make them win. Which would you rather eat? A bucket of... I have to go... Y'all are fucking sociopaths. Okay, the rest of the world are sociopaths. Look, is the elephant dung gonna taste worse? Yes, absolutely, the elephant shit will be worse to eat. But... what kind of a monster would prefer to eat a live hamster? Y'all are fucking horrible. I hope somebody goes to like answer that question thinking it's gonna be wrong by doing live hamster and then just gets it right. Oh, it's terrible, man. What do you think is the best measure to tackle crime? More investment in communities? More investment in communities. 100%.
Cute.
One of my biggest things is, especially with, like, because there's been like 5 shootings this last week, and there's been a couple in Michigan even. And I think that's big, that they need to focus on the mental health aspect of it more, because they don't, but that they also need to focus on trying to better understand the communities and everything like that. And I think that's a big thing, is community outreach is a big important thing. I don't think more cops is going to solve the issue. Unfortunately, it's not. Would you be more comfortable dating somebody who's previously dated somebody of the opposite gender to yourself? Yeah, most of my exes are bisexual or pansexual, so. So yeah, I really don't care. Like, if somebody's dated the opposite gender, it's not gonna bother me. Those 23% are probably homophobes. Whose voice would you rather have? Walking. How do you prefer to spend your birthday? I'd say with my partner and my friends. Like, I enjoy doing things for my birthday. I don't want to go, like... I don't enjoy, like, going out and doing a huge birthday party. Like, I don't want somebody to say, oh, hey, we're having a birthday party for you. Like, no, just go out with a couple friends, enjoy my time, and then go home. Or sleep somewhere if I'm getting absolutely shit-faced. Which, for my last birthday party, I got absolutely shit-faced, so I stayed over at my uncle's. And now that I live at a house that he owns, I'm just constantly being treated like shit, so that's fun. Okay. Who do you prefer to hang out with? I'm gonna say friends. I'd rather go for my partner's friends than their family. Like, granted, my ex had really good family. Like, her family was amazing, and I really felt like a part of their family. But most of the time I've been with somebody, their family has kind of hated me. I don't remember a lot from the first 10 years of my life anyway. Like, I feel like half of that is just babbling and you know, spitting up on yourself. You know, the first 5 years of your life are kind of nothing. Like, you don't really have consciousness. You're not a fully fledged person until I'd say probably about 7 or 8. So most of your memories aren't really unlocked until you're like halfway through the first 10 years anyway. So I feel like, yeah, my first 10 years, I wouldn't mind losing most of those memories. I don't have most of them anyway. Like, I can look at pictures from them and be like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I don't really remember it. Would you have a hook hand or a peg leg? Hook hand. No, I should have said peg leg. I should have said peg leg. Fuck. I wouldn't be able to play video games if I had a hook hand. I just thought about that. So peg leg. Peg leg, definitely. I just clicked the wrong thing because I'm stupid and didn't think about it until after. Which pet would you rather own? Fucking lion, come on.
That's really cute.
Lion, definitely. Like, a zebra's cool and all, but I feel like a lion would be a more entertaining pet. Expensive, but more entertaining. Do you think the world is a better place now that... Fuck yeah. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's definitely better. Think about it. 50 years ago, we were in the 70s. God, 50 years ago, we were in the 70s. Oh my god! 50 years ago, we were in the 70s, and women and minorities were still treated pretty shitty, you know? Like, they weren't still completely treated like human beings. I think now, even though the world is in such a fucked up place, I think it's definitely better now. Do you believe in clairvoyance? Yes.
Awkward.
Like, I really don't care. I'm just kind of answering questions to answer them at this point. Like, I don't really... I'm not even entirely sure what clairvoyance is. I just said yes to say fuck it. I've heard of it, but I don't really think I've ever had, like, looked it up to figure it out completely. Is there someone in your life that your partner wishes you weren't close to? Not to my knowledge. One of the last people I talked to back in like February was pissed about my best friend, so yes, I do.
Isn't that cute?
I do think it is, but yeah, one of the last people I talked to a couple months ago decided that my relationship with my best friend, even though she had a much worse and much more like suspect relationship with their at the time best friend. I can't remember honestly. Got very pissed at me for my relationship with my best friend because my best friend is a girl, and that pissed me off, and it made me not want to talk to that person anymore. And now they talked to me again for a bit, and then they start dating somebody, and they're like super overly lovey-dovey with them. It's just kind of gross, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I removed them from my Facebook again. Do you think your partner ignores you when you're out with friends? No, I don't ignore. I didn't ignore her. Like that was a big issue with it too. Is that I was fucking up situations where she was hanging out with people, and yeah, again, a big reason I'm trying to work on myself, you guys, is because I was getting very attached and very overly clingy about that sort of shit for whatever reason, and yeah. Also, straight up, how the fuck do you need... You mostly feel spirited. Fuck no. I'm a walking fucking problem. Clearly. I've learned this many times. How the fuck do you have 3 different Facebook pages though? Like, damn. And like I'll understand that if you've had like 3 over time and you haven't posted on any of the other ones in a while. But to have 2 that you have posted on within a year or within the last 4 months, and you're actively posting on both of them at the same time, suspect. Just a little sus. Should the punishment for attempted murder be less than the punishment for murder? No, it shouldn't. Because if they're willing to try it, they're willing to do it, which means if they get back out, they're going to do it again. They're going to try to do it again, and they're probably going to murder somebody. May not be the person they tried to murder the first time, but they're probably going to murder somebody. $89. Not bad. Not bad at all. Play again. Although I will say, with the person I was talking to, privacy. Fucking British people. My friend, I have a British friend, and he's gonna get pissy at me for making fun of the privacy thing. But it's privacy, come on. Because you're trying to pry it out of somebody if you're trying to get something that's private out of their life. Because you don't say privet. The human blunder. Both of those are very apt about me, but human blunder definitely is probably a little bit more accurate. So I fuck everything up. Man, I'm being really, really hard on myself right now. I'm gonna say 40 because it's closer to the age I think you'd actually be better off without aging anymore. I would say probably like 35-ish. Somewhere in your between like 28 and 40 would be the perfect time. Because you then don't look super young. Like, I'm 23 and I still look like I'm 16 years old. I would not want to be stuck in this space for the rest of my life. Sex on the Beach. They're fucking amazing. If you ever had Sex on the Beach, you should have one. They're amazing. They're literally one of my favorite mixed drinks to have. They're delicious and they get me extremely, extremely drunk. Extremely, extremely fast. Man, when you're just like, I'm getting like fucking blown up on TikTok recently. I don't know why. Are you the kind of person that likes to get things done? I mean, I try to. I do like them to be done fast, but I end up leaving so much for later because I'm just fucking stupid. Like at work recently, I got yelled at because I went through like 3 rolltainers of stuff and got them all stocked in like an hour of work while just jamming out to music because I was not in a good mood. Rewatching memories. And I got yelled at for it because it wasn't what they wanted me to do. It wasn't what the district manager and the store manager wanted me to do. But it's like, look, at the end of the day, getting pissed at somebody for playing to their strengths is not going to end well. I was working an 11, I think it was like an 11 to 3 or 10 to 3. Which of the American Pie characters are you most like? Jim, the awkward virgin. Not a virgin anymore, but I'm still awkward. And I like had gone in for the shift and I was like, look, I looked at my person who was technically the key holder at that point in time, even though I was a sales associate. Just Netflix. Which is actually the way I want it, because I'm very happy being that way right now. I need to focus on myself. Doing that is just gonna end up fucking me over. But I talked with the person who was my lead key while I was being sales associate and said, are you okay with me just busting truck while you help customers? Because I was playing to my strengths and to her strengths. She's since quit because, yeah, it's a stressful job and I'm on the verge of it anyway. I'm on the verge of quitting anyway. They're exciting in theory, but in actual execution, probably not very good. From what I've heard at least. But one of the big issues was like, yes. One of the big issues was that she just berated me for it, like my store manager did, because it's like, look, we played to our strengths. We made a decision to play to our strengths. Me doing rolltainers and doing this stuff and trying to bust out truck and get this shit done, and her running customers. I don't like people, and I've been in a very difficult place emotionally and mentally recently, to the point where I'm going to end up snapping on a customer if they decide to treat me like shit. And I've already had that almost happen. I was on the verge of it already at one point, very recently. So I made the decision that I would rather not deal with customers. Hatfields, I don't know much about the difference between those, so I'm just gonna say one of them and not really care. And it bothered the hell out of me that I got yelled at. Like, look, you want to be you want to be the district manager's pet monkey? Go ahead. I'm not going to be. I'm going to do what I'm good at. I'm going to get what I am good at doing done. What would you rather stand in front of for 1 minute? Tennis ball machine. Tennis ball machine. I would rather do what I'm good at and get it done. And she then, another day, I called in because I wasn't doing mentally good last Thursday. And I called in with like an hour and a half notice, which granted, online. Which granted, I didn't...
Awkward.
I know I didn't give him a lot of time to figure out my coverage, which granted, had the sales associate she texted gotten back to her faster, it wouldn't have been a problem, but she took forever to respond. And then I passed out before I even got the response of like, yeah, you're good. Install a virus on my computer. I can fix that so much easier.
Yay.
I'm so bad when I get the flu. And, you know, that sucked. I didn't want to give him that little notice, but, like, it happened. Like, I was not in a good place mentally. I needed the day off. And it was a day I was supposed to have off anyways. It didn't really matter at the end of the day. I was just getting a day off that was already scheduled to have off anyway before the schedule had to be changed because somebody had a second job and for some reason had to go work that one because we're stupid and didn't say, oh, hey, yeah, I'm working this job this day. No. No, I would not. Sorry, I'm not trusting somebody just walking alone in a fucking country road at night. Fuck that. I was raised in Michigan. I'm too smart for that. And so after that day, the district manager said, okay, well, the miner is now going to be in charge the next day. Yes. The miner is going to be in charge for the next day that we were working together. So you had a 16-year-old who can't do any key holder tasks, who can't count any of the tills at the end of the night because he doesn't know how to do it and because he can't do it on his profile and do all this shit. Yeah, I think it is. I'm somebody who wants a small wedding. And it was dumb. It was a very dumb decision to put a 16-year-old who can't even do any of the key holding duties in charge and put me on sales when I'm not in a good place mentally and I'm on the verge of snapping on customers. Yes. And it bothered me. And like the next day I worked was Saturday, and I literally just worked truck. Like that's all I did. I just worked shelves and stocked and did ad and a bunch of other shit because the person who was put in charge again by the district manager, because the district manager doesn't really like me, didn't really feel confident doing that. Had never done ad, didn't feel super confident doing the paperwork. And the thing is, like, yes, you can say, well, they're never gonna get confident if they don't do it. It's like, yeah, but they have to be taught properly. Chest. I like my hair too much. I don't change my hair very often. It bothered me because I got yelled at again for doing it. Like, oh, you didn't do what I wanted. It's like, yes, but I played two strengths. I don't want somebody freaking out while trying to do that. Unfortunately, under 50. Very under 50. I'm not gonna say how low, but definitely under 50. I would have loved it if this was a 50-50 split, honestly. Oh, dude, how many more games do I have to play of this? I wish... Here's the thing. This game would be so much better. Here's the thing. I'm going to go to the main menu real quick and go over this. So, one, if there was a way to tell you how many games you played, or how many questions you faced, I think this would be so much better. The problem is, there is neither of those things. I want to go to their Twitter. I want to see if there's a way to figure this out, or their Discord or something. Because I would like to know how many games I've played or how many questions I've faced. It's just frustrating that there's not a way to check it in game. Most of the games that have like do this many things of this thing, you know, typically there's a way to check this stuff, you know what I mean? I forgot their fucking name for a minute. Because it bothers me. There's not a way to see how many fucking questions you faced. I feel like that's kind of important to know, you know what I mean? Like, you should have a way to know how many you face. Huh? I just had my personal Twitter get blocked. What? Why is my personal Twitter locked? I was born in 1998. What the fuck just happened? I was born in 98. Are you fucking kidding me, Twitter? Oh my god, dude. Give me a sec, guys. Fucking Twitter, man. This is so frustrating. This is so stupid. I literally put it as my birthday being what it is, being born in 98, and it's like, oh hey, yeah, fuck you. You weren't actually born in 1998 by our standards. Apparently that means I'm not 13 years or older, you guys, being born in 1998. I don't like sending a picture of my identification to anybody. Okay, I think that's a better picture. I did get one where my date of birth is actually in the fucking photo and can be read legibly. We've determined that you're not 13 years old or older. Motherfucker, my date of birth is I'm 23. Chocolate. I actually have chocolate in my room right now. I'm going to edit this picture slightly though so I can take out my actual license number. I don't like the idea of my license number being visible in this picture. Even if it's supposed to be kept confidential. Like, sorry, I don't feel confident in having certain parts of my identity be put in this. Dreams. I mean, most of my dreams are nightmares, but still. They get pissed at me about this too. I'll say, well, there's certain things I didn't want put in this. Like, it's my personal information. I can decide what I want to share and what I don't want to share. Don't want to share my address. I don't want to share my driver's license number. Like, sorry. Fast food. I mean, granted, both, kind of, if you want to look at it that way. I love how I've had Twitter since, like, 2014, and then I go to fucking I update my date of birth. I finally put my date of birth in there. I've never put my date of birth in on my personal Twitter. I go to put it in there, and Twitter's like, oh, we've determined that you're not actually 23. Martyred Fly.
That's so good.
You guys can be Harry Potter all you want. I'd rather have a time machine. Alright, I think that's good. I got my middle name, my driver's license number, and then my address covered. At the very least, they can't... Pretty much the biggest reason is I don't want somebody to see this and try to... Like, if somebody saw my driver's license picture and wanted to try to steal my identity, having it would be an easy way. My dad... Not on the outside, I think more on the inside. My dad gave me some of my more unattractive genes. Maybe some of my more unattractive ones on the outside too, I don't know. Come on, Twitter, stop being a cunt. Just let me use my fucking Twitter, please. Your account has been locked. Why has my account been locked is the question. Stupidity, that's why. Same thing I had to do with fucking Facebook, only Facebook never got back to me. Who's best at parking the car? I'm gonna say my partner because I don't drive.
大主观，
I'm not bad at parking. I just don't enjoy doing. I just don't drive that much. What the? How are you gonna tell me to upload an image, and then I can't even upload it because apparently it's too large? Dude, Twitter. Why? Why must you suck so much ass? Oh, this is fucking frustrating, man. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. I'm literally gonna lose my mind. I fucking update my date of birth, and then Twitter's like, "Oh hey, yeah, you're not actually 23. You're under 13 by our standards, apparently." Here's the thing: even if it somehow glitched out and it ended up being 2008, I'd still technically be almost 13 in that situation. If it glitched out and somehow said 2. Jesus Christ, this is so fucking stupid. And if it's because I'm editing the picture, then guess what? I don't want my fucking picture edited. I don't want my fucking full driver's license on a fucking website. Okay? Sorry, I don't. I don't trust that sort of shit. I don't want my fucking driver's license number up there. I don't want my fucking middle name on there. And I don't want my goddamn fucking address on there. Because here's the thing. If you have those things, you could easily steal somebody's identity if you know what you're doing. I do, but I also think a lot of overweight people don't really try to do what they should do to better themselves. Fucking Twitter. Oh look, that one worked. Someone's been in prison. Why the fuck would I date somebody's married? Fuck that. Can you let me get back into my... God, I have to sign out of this Twitter? Seriously? I don't feel like signing out of my personal Twitter. So I have to sign back into it and I'm lazy. Okay. We discovered a colleague was addicted to drugs or alcohol that physically impaired their ability to do it. Yeah, I would. Not because I'm an asshole, but because I'd rather see them... Yeah, I'll log out because you're being retarded, Twitter. Oh, my God. Oh, that's so fucking annoying. You better hurry the fuck up and get me back my account, Twitter. I'm gonna be pissed. Luckily, my personal, or my YouTube one is fine. My YouTube Twitter is fine. My personal one is not, and I'm very annoyed by that. But that's gonna do it for this stream. I think I'm just gonna honestly relax and watch some YouTube. I'm getting kind of tired, and I got a lot to do today. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I will see you in the next stream/video. Stay